What it do, wrestling world? Welcome to Over the Top Rope Wrestling, boy, Mr. Still, yo, Dibs. And I'm joined by my brother from another, Tantalizing, Tony, Tantalizing. I see you got the pink light, boy. I
Yes,
see you got the pink light for breast cancer awareness. I see my brother.
I do what I can do.
Do what you can do. I hear that. I hear that.
Listen, breast cancer awareness, it should not just be 1 month, it should be all the time, but this is when people actually take notice. We know breast cancer is a big deal. Cancer in general is a big deal. And as you know, we always do stuff for cancer for Mania Club with Connor's Cure.
Right.
But this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. So I got the pink lights for the breast cancer deal.
That's what's up, my brother. That is what's up. Anybody that's tuning in, watching the show, ask your questions, give us your comments on things we're saying. If you agree, if you disagree, it's all good. It's all love here. We just like the fact that you're tuning into us. But my brother, I want to jump right into this. I'm going to get into Crown Jewel in a second, but I want to jump in on what we saw at the end of SmackDown last night. And before I even get into the story, I want to say that something looked odd from the point when Becky was in the ring and Charlotte's music hit. It just seemed like there was tension already on Becky's face from the get-go. And the first thing I noticed, Becky walked in the ring, but Becky was on the ramp side instead of the announcer side. And usually the person that walks in first goes towards that announcer side and is looking at the opponent come to the ring. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir. Good,
All right.
good observation.
Thank you. Becky stood on the ramp side. And when Charlotte walked to the ring, Becky never looked at Charlotte one time. Not at all. Charlotte walks in the ring, goes to the other side, and you could just look at both of them. Something just didn't seem right. And then it's time to switch the belts, which I've been saying, which is just stupid from the get-go. Should have had Bianca win on Raw and Sasha win at Crown Jewel. Wouldn't have had this problem. But Becky goes to reach for the belt. Charlotte throws the belt. Picks it up. Becky throws her belt at Charlotte. None of that looked planned. Then I guess it got back on track maybe when Sasha came out. But I'm going to read a report from PW Insider. Charlotte had voiced her concern about the championship exchange. PW Insider was told by several people that Charlotte didn't want to look weak, nor did she want her title reign to look weak during that segment. Despite all that, it went on as planned. Charlotte threw the belt. Becky threw her belt back at Charlotte, and then when they got backstage, it got very, very heated between Charlotte and Becky. Becky didn't like the fact that Charlotte tried to make her look weak by doing what she did with the belt. This all could have been avoided. Of course, Becky and Charlotte have to be professionals when they're at work. They have to be in front of the camera. But to me, the exchange with New Day and Street Profits was dumb. This exchange between two women, in my opinion, who were once friends and really aren't friends anymore, in my opinion, unless they're putting on one of the best works in the world, don't really care for one another. And for this to happen was a big mistake on the part of the creative team. What do you think about it?
I've got a picture up there for you if you can share it. It's a little bit of so that was right there. And as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, I credited WWE for this picture so we don't get copyright problems.
There you go.
There's her throwing the belt at Charlotte.
Yeah, and Sonya Deville is holding the Raw Women's belt. You can't see Sonya, but she's back there.
Yeah, there was definitely something going on with this last night. You could tell they were talking over each other. Uh nothing seemed smooth at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with these two, but they used to be very close.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been some tension. I don't know if one thinks the other should deserve the top spot, but they're both champions of their respective brands. So I don't know what the issue is. But I mean, I guess as the weeks go on, we'll know. They're on two different brands now, which is good, I guess. And to bring it all down, to bring it all in, to forget about Becky. And Becky just left. She goes, I'm going back to my show. Like, it just wasn't even right how she left. And then Sasha shows up and shows that she's really the one that should be in the spotlight anyway.
That's correct.
To me, it was just, you know.
Well, I go back and I wonder if this all started when they were going back and forth on Twitter about maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when Becky said Charlotte is made of plastic. Becky said things about Charlotte had to leave due to leakage, wearing her breasts. Charlotte taking jabs at Becky at home, breastfeeding while she's on top carrying the women's division, and Becky come back saying, "Yeah, I'm at home breastfeeding, but I'm still more over than you." When I thought it was just a work, maybe it might be real life shoots at one another. As we look at this now, from what we saw last night,
or they might be really working the gimmick and really it's a work and they're staying in character. I mean, kayfabe has been dead with the way wrestling is now, where you don't hide anything. But maybe they're trying to bring it back to the old days when you stay in character, you stay in gimmick. I don't see these two having any issue with each other in real life. Why would they? They're both multi-millionaires. They're both on top of their game. They both have great standing in the company. So why would they hate each other? What would be the reason? They're both on top.
I would like to know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they hate each other. I hope it's all a work. I really hope it is. I hope there's no issues between these two. But I mean, just from last night, from Becky walking in that ring and going where she went, not looking Charlotte eye to eye, and everything that happened, something just seemed to be on the wrong page from the get-go. From the get-go.
Yeah, it definitely was off. There was definitely some tension. There might have been tension. You got to realize, people are adults and they might have words and they don't mean they hate each other, but
right.
They might have, not those other ones. They might have, maybe Becky wasn't happy that maybe Becky wasn't happy that Charlotte and Sasha were getting the main event push, and then Becky's got to go back to her show. Like, and maybe she thinks SmackDown's got the better women on it. Maybe she thinks she should have stayed on SmackDown. That's got nothing to do with Charlotte. That could be their upset. She's upset with management, or it could be this. Charlotte might have a little bit more of stroke backstage with the powers that be and said, I'm going to go to SmackDown for whatever reason.
Well, before I give my rebuttal to that, Anthony Manzano, he says, "Hi, Tony. Hold up, bruh. Hold up. There's more than one star to this show, Anthony Manzano. There's two." Mr. Steal Your Dibs also. But no, he also says, honestly, he thinks people like Sasha, Becky, and Bayley do hate Charlotte because she got handed a spot in the business because of her father.
Let me just say this. A lot of people, now, I think Charlotte Flair is great. Yes. I think she's one of the top stars in the business all time.
That's correct.
She's not my cup of tea, but I respect what she does. But I don't like the fact that people say, "Oh, she got where she wants because of her father." Okay, she might have got a foot in the door because of her dad, but I don't see Curtis Axel around. I don't see Bo Dallas around. I don't see a lot of wrestlers that have famous fathers around just because of their name. You got to make the talent, you have to show me you have talent too. Here's the other thing. To live up to the Flair name is maybe the biggest name in wrestling to live up to other than Hart. If you're a Hart or a Samoan, you have bigger shoes to fill. So Charlotte's not there because of her dad. She might have got a foot in the door. She might have bypassed a couple of steps, but she is bar none on the Mount Rushmore of women wrestlers. So
I totally agree with you. I think Charlotte has worked hard and has earned everything that she has achieved. I'm sorry to say it. I cannot sit here and say, due to her dad, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think when it's all said and done, she will be better than her dad, in my opinion. I'm serious, man.
Whoa!
I'm serious,
You
man.
have,
I'm hitting grand slam with this one, my brother. I'm hitting it. I really think so. When it's all said and done, they're gonna say Charlotte is top 3 of all time, and that's gonna be up
see,
there with her dad.
here's my problem with that. Ric Flair
It
has
doesn't
been.
matter what your problem is.
Oh God! Whoa! Jared going a little heel lately. My thing is this: Ric Flair has been through wars with Dusty Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, Terry Funk, Hulk Hogan, Sting, Muda. I think his line. I think his excuse me. I'm lost for words right now. So especially it was a specific word I was looking for. His cavalcade of wrestlers that he is going against is deeper. The roster is deeper than what Charlotte's going against. So to say that she'd be better than him, I don't know, man, because this is the way I look at it. So Flair's maybe the greatest of all time.
Correct.
Who's he going against? Dusty Rhodes. So who is Charlotte's Dusty Rhodes? Rick Steamboat. Who is Charlotte's Ricky Steamboat? Terry Funk. Who is Charlotte's? Okay, so you got Sasha, you got Becky, you got Bailey. Who else you got? Ronda Rousey. Other than that, who else you got? You know what I mean?
Can you put Oscar in there?
Yes. So that's 4. But Ric Flair, he's going against Luger, Sting, Nikita Koloff, Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, Ron Sim. He's been down the pike with a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
So
hold up. Time out. See, I'm glad everyone is watching, got their comments. I love it. But we're not just gonna act like I'm an invisible person here. We're not gonna come up here and be like, "What's up, Tony? Hey, Tony," because Mr. Steal Your Dibs is also here. Go ahead and laugh, Tony. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead and laugh.
No, let me give you a little backstory real quick. So everybody's saying, "What's up, Tony?" This is a true story. Mrs. Steal Your Dibs, Mrs. Steal Your Dibs.
Thank you.
Jared J.B. Boyd. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. We started this show. He started this show. Jared alone started Over the Top Rope almost 3 years ago. And we were only on Facebook. Only 10, 20 people watching. That's it. Then I decided, because I am the dominant star on the show, because I am I would branch out on my own. But if it wasn't for Jared, I wouldn't be here. And Anthony says, "Hey, JB, see that?"
I see it. Oh yeah. Look, Yogi, One Kenobi, and Anthony, all love, man. I'm just messing with y'all. I know y'all probably watching it through Tony's YouTube page. So this is on Tony's YouTube page, my YouTube page, and on a
Subscribe to
couple
Jared. Subscribe to
yes.
Mr. Steele.
Subscribe to both of us. Anthony, I'm gonna get to your questions in a minute. Yogi, I'm gonna get to your question in a minute. I gotta go back on one thing that I said I would, that Tony talked about in regards to like maybe Charlotte calling some of the shots or Becky wanted to be here. I'm just gonna go back to this, Tony. When it comes to Charlotte, let's look at the events so far this year that has happened with Charlotte. Was upset with Andrade. They didn't want to give Andrade his release. She was upset. She fought for him. They told her, okay, we'll release him. You can't do WrestleMania. She said, fine. Okay. She gets into a shoot match with Nia Jax on national TV. Okay. That blew up. Boom. And now we have this. I'm starting to wonder if there are any backstage heat going towards Charlotte, or if she has heat towards Vince McMahon, creativity, whatever. And what if this is the beginning of Charlotte leaving the company? I don't think she will, but you never know. Her old man is at AEW.
And here's where the problem lies. Charlotte leaving would be a big blow to the women's division.
Big time.
But it might be the best thing to happen to it as well. And I do believe she's unhappy. I don't know for a fact, but when your spouse is somewhere else, it's not, I'm pretty sure it's hard for Malachi and Zelina Vega, your new queen of the ring, who wears the queen's crown.
That's right.
But Charlotte has that stroke. She has that ability to do what she wants to do. And I know a contract can't be for that much longer. I mean, could you imagine? You got Adam Cole, baby, and Dr. Britt Baker in AEW, and then you got Andrade and Charlotte. Ooh,
All right, this is from our guy Anthony Mazzano. He thinks people like Sasha, Becky, and Bayley. No, already went there. Wrong one. He clarified his statement. He's saying, I'm not saying she didn't earn anything that she worked for. I'm saying there are certain people in the locker room that feel that way, that she got it easy in the business. Very true. Very true. And I think it was Dana Brooke or Mandy Rose that said something about a year ago in regards to Charlotte getting something. And Charlotte had walked in on their promo and said something in regards to that and shut them up. I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that way. Do you agree?
100%. But that might be the case, that Charlotte got it easy. But that doesn't mean she didn't work. If somebody in my family says, hey, I got a bus driver job for you, making $50 an hour, I'm going to go.
Right.
I still got to drive the bus.
Yep.
So there you go. She got to put the work in.
Do you guys think there's a stigma with second and third generation and even fourth generation wrestlers in wrestling locker rooms, that the guys who worked on the independent circuit? Yeah, definitely. You?
100%.
Yep. Anthony got another one. Feels that some of these guys got into the business just because of their name and not their talent. I can see that with some people. Definitely.
Dominic Mysterio.
Definitely Dominic Mysterio.
Curtis Axel.
Uh-huh.
Bo Dallas. Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few. Doesn't mean they haven't worked. Doesn't mean they haven't worked. I love Nia Jax. I personally met Nia Jax in New Orleans. She's beautiful. She's lovely. But would she wrestle if she wasn't in the Samoan family? If she had been born to a different family, look exactly the same, would she be a wrestler?
I say no. I say
so
no.
There you go. Nothing against anybody. But that determines who you are. Chris Benoit's son, wrestling.
Yeah, he's wrestling now.
Ryan Pillman's son, wrestling.
Yep.
When you're brought up around it, what else you gonna do? If you got a family full of bus drivers, UPS workers, mailmen, cops. If you notice, cops always got their sons, their cousins, their nephews. Firemen, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're around that, that's what you know.
That is the truth. Before we move on, I want to ask you one more thing. Um, Brock Lesnar is suspended again. We saw this 6 years ago, the exact same thing. Would you feel better if Brock came in and attacked Roman and just left, or Brock just lost that crown jewel and then we didn't see Brock show up until another 2, 3 months? Because this is repetitive. He's been suspended before for doing the same thing. Repetitive.
I called this last night on my show, the live watch along,
Mm-hmm.
that they were suspended. And if you're watching from last night, it was tough to watch wrestling last night. I was literally like this. I literally fell asleep twice during the show. Not joking. I literally fell asleep. That's how boring I was with Rampage and SmackDown. But that being said, they could have done something so much better. This they should have done. Brock Lesnar's now a face, right? People are cheering him. It's great to see Brock Lesnar in the face role. Why not have him come out, attack Roman, and the Usos come out and they hold Brock down and beat the living crap out of him and injure him?
Yeah.
Injure him. He's a human being. Your legs can be broken. Your arms can be broken. You're still human. They should have put his leg in a chair, slammed it down, or put his shoulders on. And they had a backstage segment where they carried Brock out on a stretcher or in the ambulance, and we had nothing. Nothing. Put him in the ambulance, and we had nothing for months. And then all you hear is this at Royal Rumble: bum, 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 bum. Perfect way. But no, like what Anthony says, let's recycle the storyline.
I totally agree. Yeah. There's nothing for me to say. It's perfect what you said. Yep, exactly, Anthony. Now, Anthony has a question. Going a little bit off topic, but hey, it's all good. Ask your questions, ask your comments. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Thank y'all for tuning in. He wants to know, how do we feel or see Solo Sikoa, hope I said it right, debuting on Halloween Havoc Tuesday coming up. And for those who don't know who Solo Sikoa is, that is another son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, and he's making his debut on NXT Halloween Havoc. I am excited. I really never got a chance to see what this guy could do in the independent circuit or other organizations that he was in. So I want to see what he's made of. I hope he's just as athletic or more athletic and talented than his two brothers, which are the Uso brothers. But I'm excited, and I hope he has a great debut, and I hope he sets it on fire.
I'm excited because I love the Samoans. I wish Jacob Fatu would come over as well. That guy's talented.
Oh, yes.
I've seen him in person plenty of times in Philadelphia. That guy is awesome. I got some news for you later after the show, but I'm good to see Solo Sikoa. Hope I said the name is right as well. But we'll see what happens.
Definitely we'll see. Let's go on to Crown Jewel, and I want to start off with the new King of the Ring. Everyone, please hail King Woods. Yes, definitely. I sat here and said I picked him to win it. I did pick him to win it, and on my show, the Crown Jewel prediction show, I sat there and said there was no need for Finn Balor to win the King of the Ring due to the fact that he has held multiple singles titles. Xavier Woods had never held a single title ever. All he had was, let me think about it. Yeah, tag team championships. So this was perfect. It was the best thing to do. Plus, this was the only thing I ever wanted to be King of the Ring. New Day prophecy to me is fulfilled. I love it. What you say?
A lot of people don't realize if you're not a wrestler, and because I've been in the business and am in the business, which is crazy to say in the present tense,
Right.
you have dreams that you want to achieve. And some of them are the smallest things to some people, but big to them personally. Here's a perfect example. My dream is to do a kip up and a frog splash in the same match. Never done it. I will next year because now my mindset's different. All he ever wanted was to be king of the ring. Now people say, "Oh, king of the ring doesn't mean anything." Not true. It's not Xavier Woods' fault that WWE stopped making this um a pay-per-view. And I like to know how I asked that question. It says I asked the question. What, Julie Wood? Why do you think that?
Yeah, I don't
Who
know
just
why.
did?
I don't know why your name popped up.
Was
Because
that you?
I was typing to her, so it's really from me.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you shoot. I was like, I'm being hacked. Okay, okay.
We good.
But what King of the Ring did for Xavier Woods is this. We did two things. It brought to the forefront that King of the Ring means something. Kofi and Xavier are going to get the King of the Ring over. They're going to get this gimmick over. And what it did was this. It now elevated Xavier Woods to main event status. Will he ever be WWE champion? Probably not. But I see the IC championship or the US championship in his future.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants to be WWE champion. I was saying this on my show last night. My dream, if I ever made it to WWE, is to be Intercontinental Champion, IC Champion.
Yeah.
That's what I would want. I would never want to carry the big strap. Never. Even as good as I am on the mic, I know my wrestling ability is not that of a big guy to hold the major title. I know I'm good enough to hold the IC title. I know I could wrestle enough. I could be in a wrestling match, a mat wrestling match enough to hold on to that title. So God bless Xavier, the new King of the Ring.
Gotcha. So I asked Julie that question. Anthony, I'll get to your question in a minute. And then Tony, I got some stuff on Facebook I got to go back and read. So I'll do that in a second. But let's stay with Julie because she replied. She said Finn took a loss to Roman, and she thinks that he needed to show he was still relevant for Raw. I see where you're coming from. I really do. But in regards to singles competition and Finn moving to Raw starting on Monday, I really think it was important to put a guy who hasn't held any singles title over in this aspect. I really think it was the right thing to do. Um, do you agree with me, Tony?
I definitely agree. Excuse me, guys. I'm taking care. This is actually wrestling business. This is the news I want to tell you later. But I definitely agree. No one should have held the title. Should be King of the Ring. Tag team title's different. Singles title, no. And that's why I'm glad they put it on Zelina and they put it on Xavier. Neither one of these women have held a singles title.
Good.
So the right guy won. He deserved it. He deserved it.
Do we think with this King of the Ring, when it's going to signify that Xavier is going to turn into a bad guy because it doesn't seem like King of the Ring works for a babyface character? No. Not happening. Yeah. Do Tony's doing exactly. Yes. It's not happening.
Merch. All hail King Xavier and Sir Kofi. Come on, man. It's a no-brainer.
Look, think about this, man. They about to come out with a King Wood shirt. They might do a collab again with Biggie on the shirt as world champion. This is about to make money, and this is what New Day does. They are one of the top merchandise sellers for the WWE, them and Roman. So no, you can't turn Woods heel. No way. Not at all. Not at all.
No way. A lot of
Yeah.
people on my show last night were saying, "Yo, let's get rid of him." Blah blah. Blah. Let's go. No, let's turn him heel. Let's turn him. Nope. 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 Richie Ravager Richie was a big. He's a big one of that. Let's get. He hates the New Day for some reason. He wants to get rid of the New Day. But yeah. And Jared, just a little bit of business. I do my shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Anytime you want to come in, we can have a panel show.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I know.
You don't need an invite. I mean, I just.
Oh yeah.
You're the one person they might text me, "Hey, what's the code to get in?" You don't got to ask for an invite. So I know you're real busy. I know you don't have the time I have after work and everything. You do a lot of other
Right.
stuff. You got, just so you guys know, Jared is a 4-time world champion in Taekwondo. He has his own business. He runs his own school. He is a sensei. He basically is the black Mr. Miyagi, and I will be Dayo-san.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Going back to Becky and them right quick. Anthony Allen Banks said this. Ric Flair did something that his daughter can't do. Rick made 90% of his opponents extremely better, to the point they have become better world champions.
Ooh.
Charlotte has not made anyone better that she's faced in the ring.
True. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Can you put Julie's comment up on the screen, please? The top one.
I can go back and put Julie's comment.
It's the top one. It says, "Get some sleep, Tony." I want to.
Right here.
Okay, I fell asleep during the program. I'm tired. I know. Last night during that awful wrestling show, I literally was like this. I literally fell asleep. Not once, not twice, 3 times. Legitimately, fell asleep. I go, didn't know where I was. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Was tired.
Anthony got another statement. He thinks Brock is eventually going to go back to being heel because his character does not work as a babyface, in his opinion. I'm gonna be honest with you, Anthony. We saw Brock heel for too long, in my opinion. Too long. So this is a change up. And let's remember WrestleMania 34. Brock was upset with the changing of the ending. He was upset because that was supposed to be Roman's win at WrestleMania 34 here in New Orleans, and they called an audible, as Tony would say. They called the audible, and Brock was upset. So that could have been a reason why also Brock maybe want to lose the belt and go face. We don't know. But right now, I'm good with this face Brock. I am good. How long it's going to last, I don't know, but I'm good with it for right now. It's something.
Brock Lesnar loves Roman Reigns, by the way.
Yes.
He, as well as Goldberg. Brock Lesnar and Goldberg are very close, believe it or not. Yeah. So if Brock likes you, he'll put you over.
Julie thinks the bloodline can work as a heel or as a face. It probably could, Julie, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I prefer the heel. I prefer the heel bloodline. I'm gonna stick with the heel bloodline. Let's get back to Crown Jewel, my friend.
Let me go first, please. The guy got something to say.
Go ahead.
Listen, everybody. If you were with me on Crown Jewel during my 4 hour and 41 minute watch along, yes, 4 hours and 41 minutes, and I didn't fall asleep. This, bar none, was the greatest pay-per-view of the year, and I was at WrestleMania with Jared. And by far, this, in my opinion, was the greatest pay-per-view this year. All matches did their job. Even Doudrop versus Zelina. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short. Good match. And I just want to say this. My predictions, 10 out of 10. All 10 right. 10 out of 10. Perfect.
Congratulations. My predictions, I was 9 out of 10.
You're not me.
Yeah. What can I say,
Analyzing 10. Tantalizing 10.
But let's get into Crown Jewel a little bit.
Yes.
You go first. What was the best match?
Oh my God. There were so many. First, I'm gonna put somebody over.
Okay.
Goldberg impressed me.
I think Goldberg impressed
Goldberg,
everybody.
Goldberg did the jackhammer. Thank you, Bobby Lashley, for holding your legs up.
Yes.
Goldberg speared Bobby Lashley off the top of the ramp. Goldberg had a good match. God bless him. Go away
Yes,
now.
sir.
Go away, go away, go away. Now, match of the night. Woo. Wow. Finn Balor versus Woods. Great match.
Mm-hmm.
Great false finishes. You didn't know who was going to win. You did not know who was going to win that. No, you could not tell. It was tough. Every time you thought Woods had it, Balor came back. So that was a tough one. Then you got Roman versus Brock Lesnar. What a match. Brock showed he's a little vulnerable here and there. The finish, to me, perfect. Double team, hit with the belt. But the match of the night, to me, was the opening match on the main show. Hell in a Cell. Edge and Seth Rollins showed why these guys at the top of their game. Edge at 47 years old, still showing he can get the job done. Mr. Drip himself, Seth Rollins, shows why he does CrossFit and why he has good cardio.
Mm-hmm.
This match stole the show. Number one, in my opinion. Number 1A, the triple threat with the women. Man, oh man, oh man. Bianca, Sasha, and Becky Lynch. Great match. The finish was perfect. Becky cheated. No DQ, hooked the ropes. But sorry, everybody. Hell in a Cell was my number one. Woo!
If you all watch my prediction show, I said Edge and Seth Rollins would be the best match of the night. And good God. Like I said, the chemistry and the storytelling that they have and that they can display with one another is just second to none. Go ahead.
As Chris Farley would say in Billy Madison, you are correct.
That match was what, close to 40 minutes?
38 minutes, 40, something like that. Whatever it was, way to go.
Hey, look, that was a hell of a match. My hat goes off to both guys. Number 2, for me, Big E and Drew.
Oh, yes.
Big E and Drew. I mean, two big guys throwing each other around left and right in that ring. It was a very exciting match. We had kickouts out of every move that they did. Props to them. And then third, the triple threat match. The triple threat match. I mean, what can I say? Got Sasha and Becky in the ring, and then the next biggest star coming up, Bianca. They put on a hell of a show. And like you said, they gave us a WrestleMania worthy card. And it delivered. And it delivered, and it what's the word I'm looking for? It exceeded all expectations. So
you're looking at your dictionary. Good job.
Hey man, hey, I do what I do. But yeah, definitely happy from Crown Jewel, man. It turned out to be a wonderful pay-per-view. Let's talk about this. All right. And if you don't know who La Rosa Negra is, do you know what that is?
I do.
Okay. Yes, she is a black female wrestler. And if you go back in time, this is the person who Tessa Blanchard spit what I want to say. Tony, help me.
In the face? What?
No, the racial
racial
epithets.
epithets.
Yeah, racial epithets to La Rosa Negra. And as many of you know, I don't care for Tessa Blanchard. Tantalizing Tony doesn't care for Tessa Blanchard.
I hate Tessa Blanchard.
There you go. Uh, but as people know, Tessa Blanchard is now with Wow Wrestling, and Wow Wrestling had the audacity and the nerve to ask La Rosa Negra, can she work with Tessa Blanchard? Now I'm getting to the point where I don't want to watch WoW ever again. Why would you even do that to somebody who doesn't like Tessa Blanchard for what she did? Did they even consider how La Rosa Negra even feels about ever wanting to work with Tessa Blanchard again? That is something you don't do. There's a reason why many people, many organizations, I should say, did not want to hire Tessa Blanchard. Can I put that up?
Yes, sir.
All right. What are your words? Your thoughts?
In case you guys don't know, this is La Rosa Negra right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to go too much in depth to this because it's not worthy of our conversation. Because I don't even mention that girl's name. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the disrespect they give to wrestlers of color, it just pisses me off. Like, they can call us anything. These racist people, and there's racist people everywhere. But race, you call somebody the N word, or you call them whatever, you call them a homophobic term, and then you're just, oh, it's okay, because nah, F that. If I was La Rosa Negra, I would say, yeah, I can work with her, and then during a match,
Beat the hell out of
knock her teeth out.
her. Mm-hmm.
I would risk my career for that, because racism is something that we should ever settle for. And it's one thing, I know we shouldn't be violent in the eyes of God or whatever, but guess what? If you're tough enough to be a racist and call me out my name, be prepared to go to the dentist. Okay? Because after I'm done with you, you're gonna need Dr. Brubaker, DMD.
MD. Point said, point taken. Anthony, who is the mystery superstar that's going to show up for Halloween Havoc? What do you think? Who do you think it is, Tony?
For Halloween Havoc?
Yeah, that's what he's asking. A mystery superstar.
I mean, I saw them doing something, but I have no clue. It ain't Braun Strowman. It ain't The Fiend. I don't have a clue.
I don't have a clue either. I'm trying to look it up. See, there's a match card.
I have no idea. None.
Okay, so here it is. There is a mysterious superstar being unveiled. That's so somebody being unveiled. I'm looking at the promo now.
We'll see Tuesday when I do my live watch along show.
There you go. I couldn't tell you.
Are you gonna be home?
Am I gonna be home?
Yeah.
I should be home an hour into the show.
You should jump in.
I'll jump in.
Ravish and Richie will be there. We'll have a 3-man panel going.
All right.
Jump on in.
I'll jump in. Definitely.
Can we share this? I'm gonna take some personal business when you get a chance.
Right. Let me get to everybody's comments right quick, and I'll go to it. Not a problem.
Whenever you get a chance.
Anthony Mazzano, my comparison for Bianca, she reminds me a little bit of Jazz or Jacqueline. Nah.
Negative.
You think so?
Negative.
Okay, negative. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Jazz, different kind of wrestling, all strength, and Jacqueline, more gimmick. Was a great wrestler, don't get me wrong, but they did not have the talent that Bianca Belair has.
Right. Julie, just to let everyone know, viewership is in for last night's SmackDown. Last night, as in last night, period. SmackDown won by a lot. AEW got less than last week. Rampage is not going to beat SmackDown until they get their big-time stars on that 1-hour show. They want that show to help out the younger talent that they have, which I understand. But when you got big names like Roman and Drew, Sasha and Charlotte on SmackDown, they are not going to be able to compete at all.
I concur. concur.
Anthony says, I have to watch the promo to understand what he's talking about. It was a promo during NXT last week. Okay.
It was a promo. It was some kind of mysterious, like the screen was a little dark with some color. I really wasn't paying close attention, so I'm not sure, but it was something going on.
I'm gonna go back and look at it myself, Anthony. I'm gonna go back because I probably missed it when I came in from teaching karate. So, but I will go back and check it out. All right, Tantalizing, I'm about to pop it up. You got some more news for us. Let's do it.
All right, I did this last night on my show. In case you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on JB's channel, WrestleCade Revenge is a convention. Take down that comment for me, please, JB. It's a convention in North Carolina. It's at the Benton Convention Center in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's the day after Thanksgiving, 26th, 27th, 28th of November. So this convention right here, it has a lot of superstars. As you can see, Cody Rhodes comes. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of who's going to be there. Look at this. 2 Hall of Famers, man. Alone. Gail Kim, Kane, Braun Strowman, Mark Henry, both support my channel. Jay White, Wendy Richter, Money Matt Hardy, Lani Kai. Look at this. Look at the names here. I'm not gonna name everybody. Just look at the names. Virgil.
Oh,
look
God.
at the names. Deanna Peraza. Look at this. Formerly Chris Masters. Look at this. Look at this lineup, everybody. Look at this lineup of superstars, right? Just look at it. Kelly, the Steiner brothers, Shane Douglas. There's ECW originals here. Just look at everybody. Look at this. JTG, who's in the best shape
my
of his career.
My boy JTG.
Johnny B. Bad. That'll be interesting.
Oh, Camille.
Yeah,
yes,
Camille. Yep. Look at this. Devon Dudley. One of my friends who people don't realize, Tatanka, my good friend. Me and JB's good friend, LA Smooth.
LA Smooth. That's right.
The Godfather, my hero, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, like Luger, Malik. Do you see the names here, everybody? I'm going to get to one in a minute where I really want you to see because this is when my personal business comes into play. Look at this. Look at this. Breezango. Look at that. So, look at this. Malachi. Gonna be here. Look at that. Whoa. The Good Brothers, JB.
Man.
Look at these people going to be at this thing. Just so you know,
amazing.
It's amazing. This convention has about 9,000 people that show. 9,000 fans, right? Look at that. Right. D-Lo. We're looking at the real deal now. Look at that. I'm almost there, guys. Bear with me. That's what you got to see. Look at this. The Perfect 10. Sean Spears. Look at that.
Spears.
The King. FTR. Look at this. This look independent. Freaking Ring of Honor. TNA. Everybody. Mr. Hugh. Just look. Oh, and here we are, everybody. The guy on the right.
You get him.
Two Co-Scorpio. So, as I shared that with you, I want to share this real quick with you guys. That guy right there, Two Co-Scorpio. This gentleman right here who is an ECW original. Mm-hmm. This one right here who is a Hall of Famer in my books when it comes to ECW wrestling. Now, WWE messed up his gimmick with Flash Funk. We'll try to forget that. But here's my breaking news in case you didn't hear it. On November 26th, 27th, and 28th, in the convention center, right? In the convention center of in North Carolina. Let me get back up there. Oh, no, not to mention that. Wow, that's great. That's great. We're gonna have, like I said, 27th, 28th in Benton Convention Center, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Get your tickets now, okay? If you're in the area. Because let me tell you why. Not only are you gonna see all these superstars, right? You're gonna get to see the one and only, your YouTube champion, at the table with Two Cold Scorpio all 3 days. He is my sponsored wrestler. I'll be at the table with Two Cold Scorpio the entire weekend. That's great news. But here's the better news. You ready for this?
Let's get it.
I have full access to every single wrestler that comes into the convention center. That means live interviews on the YouTube channel. That means backstage. That means hotel. That means dinners. And during the matches, pre-match interviews. I have gone next level. I had to secure this. It was hard, okay? And as you guys know, wrestling ain't free. I had to pay $1,000 to get this, to do this sponsorship. $1,000. So if you do watch my channel, the super chats make a difference. The super chats, I will have a Patreon up starting on Sunday. I need them donations to help me offset the cost to get me in there. Whatever happens with my channel, it trickles over to JB's channel because I'm not going by myself on this journey of YouTube. I'm going to make sure Jared is along for ride too because he brought me in. So anything you do for my channel.
You heard that, Richie? You heard that, Richie? Since you want to put that comment. You didn't see it, Tony?
I see it.
Yeah.
You know, Richie is my boy. He's, but
all
listen.
All in fun.
I'm going to put a link in the description on all my YouTube pages from now on with this, with my, this WrestleCade stuff because you guys got to check it out. Dean wanted to answer a question.
I'm about to get the Dean. I'm about to get the Dean. I'm holding on.
Is Dean trolling us again?
I don't know. I don't know if Dean trolling or what. I don't know who this dude is. But the first thing he said was, "Hi, Tony," and I got to come back and correct him like I have to correct everybody because there's two hosts. Now, if Dean is a troll, then we can stomp trolls into the mud. It's not that hard to do. Get him up out of here. Well, we gonna see though. But his look, you see his question? Can he hug people in heaven? Yeah, he gotta be a troll. Gotta be.
not even funny.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
But yeah. I didn't mean to take the show off track, but I just want people to know.
We good.
And JB, it's a big deal for me. This is huge, bro. This is massive.
Sir. It's definitely huge for you. Definitely.
Well, it's huge for us because whatever I get, you're gonna get it too. So
yes, sir.
I'm sure it trickles over. So
teamwork, baby, teamwork. We got one more topic we're gonna get into right quick. And if you all saw, there was a new PWI top 150 women. All right. And number 1 was Bianca Belair. Well deserved. Number 2. Sure, Anthony, I'll read it. Let me go back up and find it right quick. He asked about Ted DiBiase. I did see it. All right, I'm gonna get to it. Number 2 wasn't who we thought would be number 2, Tony. Number 2 was Utami Hayashishita. Deanna Purrazzo 3, Britt Baker 4, Thunder Rosa 5, Sasha Banks 6, Siri 7, Io Shirai 8, Tam Nakano 9, Raquel Gonzalez 10. Did you have any issues with the top 10?
Yeah. I'll tell you who. I don't think Io Shirai should have been in. Not top 10. She hasn't had the NXT Women's title in a while. Deanna Purrazzo should have been number 2. Bianca is number 1. I agree. Utami should have switched places with Deanna. Britt Baker's in the right spot. So is, I think Sasha should have been above Thunder Rosa. And I think Raquel Gonzalez should have been right after Sasha Banks. She should have moved up higher. So, I mean, I don't got a problem with the women that's in it. You know, there's some women that that could have been a little higher. You know, let's see, who could have been a little higher? Well, there's a few. But I wasn't totally, you know, I didn't disagree with, I didn't disagree that the women that should be there. Just the actual order could have been a little better if you ask me.
Okay. I didn't have a problem with Bianca or Deonna being number one if that happened. I didn't at all. I thought the job they did for the whole year was just superb. So I don't have a problem with Bianca being number one, but I think if Bianca's number one, Deonna should have been number two, hands down. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. I see in this case, I would have put Thunder Rosa over Britt Baker. One of my friends had asked me about this, and I didn't even look at it hard enough. And I was like, yeah, cool. But then I went back and looked at it. I was like, whoa, no. I would have done the Rose over Britt Baker. I would. Sasha Banks. As much as I love Sasha Banks, I would not have Sasha Banks in the top 10 only because she took another break. She was gone for about a good, once again, 3-4 months. And she came back, supposed to be in SummerSlam, couldn't rest there. So Sasha wouldn't have been in my top 10 this time. Io Shirai, I agree with you. Raquel Gonzalez, I would have at around number 7 or 8. And that'll be my thoughts on that. Anthony says he's kind of surprised they booked DiBiase with the issues he's having with his church being accused of embezzlement.
Listen, everybody's got a price.
Yo, Dean, look, man, look. We're not gonna clown about people's debts or anything like that. So,
can you block him?
I think I can. Let me see.
Block him. Dean, you're the
one.
Bye-bye.
Bye, bro.
Read between the lines.
Look, I could put him in timeout too. All right. Okay. Ravishing Richie, why do you think Deonna should be number one?
Cool.
Don't worry about Dean anymore. He's blocked. We got him out of here. He is blocked. Yeah, Ravishing Richie thinks Thunder Rosa should be higher. So, but he thinks Deonna should be number one. Why do you think so? Tell us your comment about why you think Deonna should be number one. I'm not going to disagree with it because I said her or Sasha. Hopefully.
You mean her and Bianca, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Her and Bianca, yes, should have been number one. So we give them another minute.
Bianca Belair had the best ending of 2020 and the best first half of 2021. Come on, man.
Yes.
She didn't have a loss. She didn't have a loss until SummerSlam.
Right. That's the truth.
She won the Rumble. She won WrestleMania. She won every match she was in.
Every one.
Until SummerSlam.
Everyone.
Number one. Who's this? Akon Pro? Academic Pro. Please subscribe to my channel as well. Tantalizing Tony.
Yes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Definitely.
I got to call it, Jared. I got to get out of here.
You got to get out of here, bro?
Yes, sir. It's pouring rain. I got the roof. Got stuff going on in here.
Oh, well, Anthony, my man, not Anthony Richie, we'll get to your comment another time, unless you just made it. I'm gonna read it and we're gonna go. All around hard worker, and she has earned her stripes, and she has all the tools, and she is less of a gimmick. Bianca's at the big show, and Purrazzo isn't. That's another reason she is number one. I see his point. But
Who's
you know,
good?
I see his point, but
But Bianca's in the big show, and for whatever reason, they kept Bianca and not Deanna. There's got to be something we don't know while Peraza's not there, and they kept Bianca. She's more visible. She's got more. It's like YouTube. She got more views, more eyes see Bianca Belair than Deanna Purrazzo. If you put Deanna Purrazzo on the magazine at #1, right? Can you share this, JB? Can you share this right here?
put it up. I got you.
Right there. If you put her up, if you put this right here, if you put this right here on Bianca, see this right here, everybody? Look at that face right there. You know that face, right? You know that face. If you put Deanna Purrazzo up, you don't know that face. You don't know that face. So
good point. Good point.
That's a face you're gonna recognize. That braid, I'm on my own. Against the wall. I'm just down. I never needed you at all. Come on.
Oh man. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Anthony Mazzano, his top 10 is also Purrazzo, Bianca, Charlotte, Britt, Becky, Raquel.
Okay. It's not a bad top 10, but Bianca, she did something that women have never done. They had the main event at the Saturday WrestleMania. Yes. Number one. She won one. Deanna Purrazzo won an ESPY award?
No.
Bianca did.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Everybody that tuned in, asked questions, commented, statements, even trolling us. Thank y'all for tuning in.
That's when you know you're making it.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, here you go.
They trolled us all day. They trolled us all day. They trolled us all day. That's when you know you're making it, baby. That's when you know you're making
it. Yes, indeed. From my brother from another, Tantalizing Tony. I'm your boy, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. We stomping trolls and mud holes. Until next week.
Tonight, 7 o'clock on my channel, live watch along AEW Dynamite, 7 p.m. Eastern. 3 hours from now, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's right. AEW Dynamite.
Y'all tune in on Tony's YouTube page, his watch along with on AEW Dynamite. Also, everybody subscribe to both our channels. Y'all see it right there. Until then, that's right. Till then, peace.